Hey, everybody. Let's go ahead and get some messages from Spirit. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? We've got new life. Thinking, some of you guys are thinking about a new life. Are you thinking about a career? Are you thinking about going back to school? Are you thinking about a new path, a new journey? Maybe some of you guys are thinking about maybe getting married. Some of you guys are thinking about getting a divorce. Some of you guys are thinking about starting a family. Like, what are you thinking about when it comes to your new life? Okay. What else do we have here, Spirit? I mean, that's pretty cut and dry. What else do we have here? So there's a change in the wind, but it showed up in the reverse. I want to go ahead. Anytime a card shows up in the reverse, I always want to read it. It is the number 12. 12 is connected to the hanged man. So this is about seeing things from a completely different perspective, which I actually like that. The prosperity message, or no, I don't want the prosperity message. I want the protection message. There are conditions brewing in your life you have no control over. Don't fight them. Change is inevitable and is for the best, for the higher good. Even if this storm blows away the structures you think you've built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have a renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. So I really like that. So it's like, okay, I'm thinking about my new life. I can't control anything that's happening right now. There is a lot of chaos and conflict that is kind of getting you to this point of like, man, I want something new. Listen, the universe always kind of lights a fire under our ass because if we were always comfortable, we wouldn't move. We wouldn't do anything different. So what the universe is trying to do is get you, it's trying to get you to start thinking about what you want out of life. Gosh, I really don't want to fight with this person anymore. Like, I can't see myself doing this for more years. Gosh, I'm tired of asking my boss for a fucking promotion or a raise and they just keep denying me. Gosh, I'm so sick of the printer never working and I'm always having to go and fix it before I can do anything. Gosh, I'm so tired of the town that I lived in because there's so much chaos and conflict and all they ever do is these fucking stupid rally or what are they called, protests or whatever, fucking whatever, and you're just sick of it. It's like, or you're sick of the pickings, when it comes to, trying to find a partner. If you're tired of the jobs, you're tired, like, okay, well, the universe is purposely doing this right now so that there can be this. It's funny that all of a sudden the wind picked up and the card says a change in the wind. It's like, maybe it's time for you to be a little bit of a tumbleweed. I'm almost getting that vibe from this card, like this tumbleweed vibe. You know, at the end of the day, you're sitting here asking yourself, well, why? And Spirit's like, because it's what you need to do. Like maybe there's a soulmate out there that you need to meet, and you're not going to be able to do that if you're not in the right place, the right time. So it's sometimes through chaotic situations that actually take us to really beneficial situations that we're like, oh my God, I had to go through hell. And now look, I'm in heaven. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily like a punishment or a bad thing. It can just come through some form of chaos. But at the end of the day, you and your loved ones are safe. You guys are protected throughout all of this. But it is time for you to start thinking about this new world that we're going into. And what do you like? I want you guys to be poised. I want you guys to be excited. I want you guys to be, you know, looking at this, through a new lens of like, I've been thinking about it and things just really aren't working out where I am and I'm just not happy where I am and you know what? I'm ready to pack my bags and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to pack all my shit in my briefcase in a small box and take everything out of my fucking office and just go. I'm not saying go and quit your fucking job. Of course, have something else if you can. Yeah, don't let the past hold you back. Look at that. Don't let the past hold you back from clarifying the new life. Listen, the past didn't bring you anything good or you wouldn't be thinking about a new life. Like the past is what brought you to where you are today. So don't be afraid to make new choices. We have the South Node in Virgo, so don't be so critical. All right, what else do we have here? All right, we have faith in your dreams. So what are your dreams? What is it that you're thinking about doing? Have faith in that. Have faith in that. That's exactly what that card is telling you. And then right here with the change in the wind, it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. So yeah, and that's what got you out of the situation. And look, chaos and conflict, bottom of the deck, a fiery climax approaches. So At the end of the day, things are going to be changing regardless of your feelings towards it. Okay. Aries don't give a fuck about your feelings. Okay. We just act first, think later. Act. Funny enough, we've got the act first. So Aries and then think later. That's how it's showing up in the reading. It's like, you can sit and contemplate and, oh my God, I'm so much smarter than this person, or, oh, you know, I've been in this relationship for all these years, or, oh, whatever it is. Everybody's got their fucking story, but at the end of the day, spirit's like, okay. I feel like the numbers 33 could be of importance, the numbers 44, the number 12, the number 39. Those are the numbers that are showing up in this. These could be birth dates, these could be dates, favorite numbers, or just numbers that are constantly on repeat for you. So I also want to say, like, you guys, this could even be about relationships, and you're just fucking tired. I know we do have Mars conjunct Mercury today. Ooh, brutal fucking energy. So, I am seeing like something with a vehicle. Also, be careful being behind the wheel of a vehicle. Don't be fighting with people, flipping people off. You don't know how people are going to be. That is a warning. Okay. I don't say I didn't fucking warn you, and I would just practice fucking safe driving personally. I would not get behind the fucking uh wheel angry. That is something I would never do. Don't get pissed off at your fucking boss, or your partner, or your family, or a friend, and then get behind the wheel, because that can actually turn out bad. Okay? Just keep that in mind as we move forward. So, what other spirit messages do we have on all of this? Let me get these cards. All right, what spirit messages do we have? Messages from spirit. Okay, we've got the Three of Winter. Yeah. So there is some type of a painful situation that you might be separating yourself from, but it is because this new life is predestined. Yes, it may hurt. Yes, you may have to walk away from coworkers that you fucking love. Yes, you may have to walk away from a relationship. Yes, you may have to walk away from a town that you've been in for, fucking forever. But it says, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation, sadness that will heal with time. So, again, don't let your past hold you back. The Three of Swords, yeah, it sucks, especially when we fight with people or something happens, or if there's a sudden breakup or breakdown. Yeah, but again, it's not bad. Six of Winter. Look at that. More swords. We got positive changes are on the way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. So some of you guys are definitely traveling, relocating. Have faith in your dreams. Everything's going to work out. Don't let fear get the best of you, okay? And then what do we have for this change in the wind and the end of a tough cycle approaches? Yeah, we got Four of Autumn. Manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate. Also, Four of Autumn is the Four of Pentacles, and that can be the miser card. Don't try to hold on to things that no longer serve a purpose, especially, and it could have something to do with, for some of you, children, or children could be affected by these decisions. For some of you, you might even get a fight with your children, so do be mindful of that. But again, listen, have faith in your own dreams. If you have adult children, let them do what they're going to fucking do. There's nothing you can do about it. For others of you, yeah, because it does say that children or childhood, first fucking words right there, children or childhood. It says the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light, and then how they really occurred. Okay. So I don't know, with the Six of Cups, this can also be about nostalgia. This could also be about, sitting around thinking about how life should have been different. But listen, it was exactly the way it was supposed to be. Like, we don't get to go back to the woulda, coulda, shouldas. That's just not how it works out. And so, keep that in mind. You can't change the past, but what you can do is be a better person and manifest a better future for yourself. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like moving on to calmer waters. Yes, you were in a painful situation. You go from the 3 to the 6. Yes, maybe you have to cut new people off, and it's going to piss people off. Whenever you have to do something and it affects other people are always going to have some type of a feeling or some type of a say so or whatever. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? That's on them, not on you. Move on to a better life. Don't try to hold on to things. And also be mindful of giving their, we play this Disneyland dad or Disneyland mom, don't do that. Save your resources, go on a vacation, go spend time doing the things that you enjoy doing, and stop it with fucking having to fight for your right to have an opinion or to have a life of your own, you know? And again, like when you're in a job that is constant chaos and all they do is fuck with you, do you really want to be in that situation? No. So lick your fucking paws, lick your wounds, whatever you got to do, and then move on. And move on. It's as fucking simple. Why do we spend so much time getting angry and getting ourselves worked up to where we end up fucking blowing? Like, don't do that. Water, we have the cups, and fire equals molten lava. This is where people explode. This is where explosions happening. Hopefully I'm not predicting something, but I will say that can happen too. There might be some type of an explosion. But again, such is life, you can't stop things from happening, but be mindful with your words, because we do have the swords here and the thinker right here. This could have a lot to do with a lot of the chaos, and maybe you're making mountains out of molehills, or you're dealing with drama and stuff. Again, like, take your mind to a different place. Stop looking at what you're losing and start looking at what you're gaining. Okay. Even when we're like moving, right? Oh, but I'm not going to get to go to the store anymore. I'm not going to get to see my coworkers anymore. I'm not going to. Okay, great. That's such as life. The only guarantees in life are death, taxes, and change. Okay, so it is what it is. It is what it is. For some of you, be really mindful when it comes to your spending, especially if you're doing like you're thinking about a job change. Try not to spend frivolously. It doesn't mean that you won't have the finances. It just means like, you know, pull back on your fucking Starbucks, uh, like shop wisely. If you're not watching, Netflix, turn it off, stop paying for the subscription, like kind of, make things a little financially easier on yourself would be like the best fucking solution to your problem, cut back a little bit. But I feel like all in all, this is a lot of emotion. It's mental, it's emotional, trying to wrap your mind around the fact that you deserve to have something better can be sometimes one of the hardest decisions that we have to make, but it's worth it in the end. So I'm going to leave that there. Subject to interpretation. If you're interested in a personal reading, thefootstepstopeace.com. I love you guys all so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how this reading resonates with you. Anyway, you guys, I wish you all well and congratulations on whatever this is. I'm not finding it as a bad thing, but sometimes it has to start from a bad thing that ends up being an even better thing. So love you guys. Take care.